This video is brought to you by Gemmer.com, a place where you can buy, sell, and trade collectibles of all kinds, uniquely for comic book fans and just lovers of pop culture in general. So go check it out, Gemmer.com, and hopefully we'll see you there.
Hey guys, CJ here, and first things first, welcome to February, but welcome back to another all-new Hybrid News Now. There's a lot going on in today's video, including some early test screening reactions to Captain America Civil War, superhero movie Super Bowl spots, and Simon Kinberg talking about recasting Wolverine. So, without further ado, let's get down to business. We're going to kick off today with some news from Devin Faraci over at Birth Movies Death about test audience reactions to Captain America Civil War. Captain America Winter Soldier is widely considered Marvel's best movie yet, and test audiences backed that up when that movie was screened. Well, several of Faraci's sources have told him that Civil War, like its predecessors, have screened extremely well, and in fact the only point his sources differ on is whether it screens just as well or even better than Captain America the Winter Soldier. And this is definitely good news for fans of the MCU because, in my opinion at least, Captain America Civil War is the biggest movie Marvel's ever made. So, the fact that it pulls off what it's trying to pull off is a very good thing, to say the least. The success of the film also speaks volumes about the Russo brothers, not only them as directors, but their ability to manage large ensemble casts, which is definitely a good sign as we get closer and closer to Avengers Infinity War. Speaking of Civil War and tying into our second story, the upcoming blockbuster is just one of many films expected to have a trailer or at least a 30-second spot during this Sunday's Super Bowl showdown between the Broncos and Panthers. While that's not as yet confirmed, and Disney is actually staying very quiet about their multiple TV spots, one movie The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed will have a huge presence at football's biggest game is Deadpool. Beyond the trailer, Ryan Reynolds himself will be commandeering a food truck to serve chimichangas, and a local Santa Clara bar will be turned into the bar from the movie St. Margaret's for the official press junket the next night. And in response to your burning question, yes, Ryan Reynolds and TJ Miller will both be serving drinks, so if you happen to be in Santa Clara, maybe you should think about stopping by. Now Fox has officially bought 2 spots, and it's very likely that Deadpool will be one of them with this huge take over the Super Bowl type campaign they're running. And the other very well may be X-Men Apocalypse, but for my money it'll actually be Eddie the Eagle starring Hugh Jackman and Taron Egerton, which also comes out in February. Unfortunately for those of you hoping to see Batman v Superman or Suicide Squad, Warner Brothers are sitting out this year, as are Sony. And on to our last story of the day, we talked a little bit last week about Hugh Jackman's Wolverine 3 comments. Well, this weekend, Digital Spy released an article about the things they learned on the set of Apocalypse, not only about the movie itself, but about the future of the franchise more broadly. And undeniably, the biggest question facing the franchise for the future is what to do with the Simon Kinberg acknowledged that he would love to do more Wolverine stories. He did pretty much effectively squash rumors about anyone ever filling Jackman's shoes. Let's take a look at his quote. I do think you would want to figure out how to tell more Wolverine stories, so either we would try to entice Hugh to come back and eat more chicken and work out for a few months, or we would have to figure out a creative way to move forward. Honestly, I can't imagine anybody else playing the part, and there's not too many characters I can say that for. And honestly, I think that's the way that it should stay. Jackman's been playing the role for 16 years, and while he's not the spitting image of Logan from the comics, he's been that franchise's real saving grace, an anchor, even when things were not really looking so good after X3 and X-Men Origins Wolverine. But who would you like to see in the role of Wolverine if they decide to recast, or do you feel that the character should just be retired? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. So that wraps it up for this first HNN of February. Don't forget to smash that freaking like button and subscribe for more news videos every single weekday afternoon. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you tomorrow.